Hi everybody, welcome to this submission video for RuneSmith Lock Sports 100 subscriber giveaway. Yeah, go give him a watch, his picks are absolutely beautiful. So two parts to this video. One, shout out to some creators in the community. Second part, the four lock profiles that, the four pick profiles that if you could only use for the rest of all time, what four would you choose? So let's start with the shout outs. So Lock Noob and DMAC, probably the two that I watch most. I love their stuff. Georgia Jim, close behind on that. It's just so informative. Brummy Lockpicker has some really good material. And I've recently been enjoying Keybid's stuff. So please, I'll put the name somewhere. Go enjoy their content. But second part. We're going to start with the snake rake, and it's particularly this snake rake that I like. It's my Southord starter kit, and it's a little bit thicker than some of my other picks, and it's good for grungy locks or slightly, I've got some like really oiled up locks which just don't work super well when you're finessing with thin picks, so these work really well. We'll just give it a whirl on this master lock and see what we can do. So we put him in, and then we do that, and then master lock is open. I love this thing. Would not be without. The next one, just close up that master lock in case I decide to be brave and do it again. Reaper number 1. This is probably a new inclusion to this, but it occupies a very specific niche in my pick set. I don't use the half diamond very much, but I have a couple of locks, noticeably this Blossom and things like the 410 Lotto. I really struggle with top of the keyway tension on these, and I prefer to use bottom of the keyway tension, because I overset the pins so easily. And what I find is that if you have a very flat profile on the pick, and you just don't overset them as much, and these work really well on some locks. It's just a preference, and this occupies that space. I know everyone gets the Reaper set for the McTicklet, and it's fun. It really is, and it does open locks. It's great, but it's number 1. It occupies the flat space that a half diamond would. By all means, use the half diamond. It's just that one's a little bit thinner than my Oxford one. So those two get used situationally. The next two are the ones that I use every single day. I will cover them both simultaneously because they're from the same set. So this is from the Tipping Pro set. There is a third one which I don't use that often, but this is the Scimitar and the Teardrop. I use these every day for my lock picking. This is the shallow pick sort of workhorse that I use for most things. It's got great feedback. I love the profile of it, and it's really useful. But this one, and I think we'll just put them side by side so that you can see the difference, it's a much deeper hook. And I use this one with top of the keyway tension when my keys look like this, because this is the pick that goes underneath all of those zero cuts. So just bring them all back in line so that we can see them on the video. Put them there. Yeah. And there it is. A snake rake, a low profile, a short hook, and a really deep hook. Those are the four that I would not live without. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good day.